Hello everyone, welcome on in. I'm so excited to share that if you take a look here, we have the patch notes for the new update. I'm so excited, but I have to tell you it is for PC only. I have not come across any news as to when it will be put on the Switch or not, so when I hear anything, I will make sure to let you know. But if you have any information, please leave that in the comments so that we can see it. But I thought it would be really fun to go over the patch notes and then maybe take a quick view at some of the new cosmetics that they've added into the game. I have not bought them. I think I'm going to wait a little bit. We'll talk a little bit on that in a moment. But let's just read over the patch notes together and see what might be happening. So obviously the Great City region has been added, and let's see, it will unlock after completing the Sunhaven region questline. I'm assuming that means before they have you leave to the other regions, but we'll see together whether or not that's true in my Let's Play. So if you're not watching that, I would recommend heading on over there as well. And I'll make sure that when we go to the Great City, it will be in the title. So if you want to skip some of it, you won't hurt my feelings if you want to just see the Great City. Alright, so for the questline, we're going to help stop the thief who has been stealing artifacts from the Great City. There will be new bosses, anomalies, and we have stores to get back up and running. They have added NPCs with unique dialogue, a bulletin board with a bunch of new quests, a new city town map, recipes for food and crafting, and there's going to be Great City fish with new cooking recipes. And thank goodness, a teleporter as well. We have the Great City Hotel. While assisting on the case of the missing artifacts, you will unlock a new hotel room. This room can be decorated with furniture and slept in during the questline and will remain unlocked permanently after completing the quest. This is interesting. During the previous announcement, we were told it was an inn room, and this says a hotel room. And while they are similar, I feel like a hotel and an inn have very different vibes. There are 13 new merchants. That is a lot more than I had guessed. So let's see. There will be a general store for furniture and fruit trees. New fruit trees. Oh, I love when we get any type of vegetation. So that's exciting. A blacksmith for new armor sets for mages and warriors and new legendary weapons. We did see in their other post when we were looking at the path to the 3 dragons that there were some items that looked a little different. So I'm wondering if that's what the legendary weapons look like. A potion store, new clothing, a flower store for flora furniture, and universally loved items and bouquets. That's really interesting. Oh, I like that. A bookstore for boosting books. A store that sells toys and children-themed furniture for maybe anyone who has had some kids in the game. New foods at the plaza. And a pet store for new pets. And of course, a new area for mounts. I'm really excited for those. Hat-tastic headwear that sells new hats and wigs. I love that too. And then a teacup cafe that sells coffees, and I'm going to assume also tea. At least I hope so. A specialty burger stall. And added 7 food carts around the Great City between the main district, the Mage district, and the Dock district. Okay, so we are learning the 3 areas that they said before that there would be. So the main, the Mage, and the Dock. How interesting. Okay. And the 6 new fruit trees. Conjure melon, hex fruit, a crystal tree, spellberry, sugar apple, Avocado? One of these is not like the others, but I'm here for it. These new fruit trees can be planted on the Sunhaven farm. Seeds for these trees can be purchased from the Great City and the 𝗙𝗹𝗄𝗶𝗍. I'm wondering if they're also going to add it to the seed festival that can happen in spring. So if any of you are just starting a new Let's Play, or you're coming back around in the year and you get to the seed festival and you watch this, please let us know, is it there? And then new cooking recipes for the fruit. Hopefully there's, if they're fruit, maybe some new like smoothie recipes too. Or juicers. And what is it? Also the cake. I'd love to see more recipes for the cake, but I don't know if and where, on what machines that we have that they'll be on. They added new fish that can be collected through the Great City and new recipes for them. And of course, the new romanceable characters, Elyssia and Thorian. They can't be romanced until after finishing the storyline. Elyssia, the only chronomage to ever exist, she uses her powers of time to assist in investigating mysteries in the Great City as a detective. And then Thorian, a longtime member of the Order of Curators and a specialist in artifacts, he is called upon as a prestigious professor to assist in their research and upkeep. Updates to all romanceable characters. Updated their giftable items to include unique responses to some Great City items. I love that they went back and did that. That's really nice. New craftable item. Added stronger, more magic-themed and farming-themed great swords and hammers. A potato hammer? Potato. Oh, well, I mean, we're going to have to figure out how to make that, right? A lightning hammer, the ghostly greatsword, and a pepper greatsword. Listen, I think I prefer playing with the swords in the game because when I was reading about them, and if you guys don't follow my Let's Play, I'm not too far in the game. I'm still on just iron weapons. And the corn sword. I do have Corn God's corn sword, so that's pretty magical. But I've read the stats on the hammer, and the fact that it's slower makes me hesitate, but I mean, a potato hammer? Come on, I think we have to make it. Great City crafting update. Added 3 new fences and gates themed after the Great City. Added a new craftable Great City selling portal unlocked after reaching the Great City. And added a new craftable Great City mailbox. Again, only after reaching the city. All right, and so now for the Founders Plaque. Added an addition to the outskirts of Sunhaven, a new hidden forest containing the Founders Plaque. The Founders Plaque was a part of our backer rewards. Those who supported us during our crowdfunding phase have their names listed with the utmost appreciation on the Founders Plaque. And then miscellaneous. Adjusted fainting and passing out to no longer cost money when passing out inside your home only. Ooh, that's good to know. I haven't passed out within my house, so I didn't know it costs you money in there too. If you pass out on your farm or anywhere else in the world, you will once again be charged a medical rescue fee. Good to know. And now time for the bug fixes. Fixed an issue causing NPCs not to load when starting a cutscene, resulting in the game freezing. The bunny wallpaper recipe will now output bunny wallpaper and not blue striped wallpaper. Purple fluffy tiled floor and the purple scale flooring no longer have the wrong icons. Fixed an issue causing romanceable character portraits to disappear after giving characters their wedding rings. Fixed an issue causing the Secret Santa quest for the Winter Festival not to complete as intended. And fixed various typos. Oh, a round of applause for that. I don't know what typos or what, but there's quite a few. So fingers crossed that a lot of the ones we've come across have been fixed. And I'm also going to jump back to the Steam page because we have even more notes that aren't in here for updates that have happened since this one has rolled out. So give me a moment and we'll look at those too. Well, I guess I should have been a little bit more thorough because we could have been reading the patch notes from the Steam page, which already has these really cool pictures. So I'm just going to show you those really quick. And it looks like this is one of the stores for, I'm assuming, the outfits, possibly could be the hats and wigs. But look how cute. I'm obsessed with this outfit already. And then look at this hair. I mean, both the hairs are new. I'm gonna assume that they are wigs, but if they're wigs, I'm interested to see how they handle that in-game versus the DLC. I haven't come across in-game like that. I know that there is some shops in Sunhaven that you can update, but I haven't updated them yet. So I don't know if wigs are a part of those ones as well. But how cool are these outfits? And we can see the region a little bit more. But let's scroll down and take a look here at our picture. How beautiful is the water and the purple here? I am seeing that purple grass. So like we talked in the previous video about whether or not that's just part of the Great City. It looks like it is with these little lights that glow. And I'm assuming this vehicle is a new mount. And that's a really cool thing to have. The other notes that are in here that's different from what we've already looked at is it looks like in the bug fixed issues, the Astral DLC mail causing it to drop all the Astral DLC items at once has been fixed. And let's see, it does not drop the Astral chest as intended. They fixed that, which is cool. Okay, and we talked about the typos, but the Astral DLC wasn't in the patch notes that we read about. And they added new DLC. So we're getting Elyssia's Timeless Styles, Thorian's Historical Collection, and then they added even more. There's Gearwork Glamour, Día de Delights, Garden Party, and Cozy Cottage. So we'll take a brief look at what they look like. We won't look at it in-game because that's a lot of DLC at once to drop on us. So let's see. They have descriptions for that, I think. Oh, okay. Let's see. Elyssia's Timeless Style Pack will have 10 furniture items, 43 clothing items, 6 wigs, 1 plushie, and 1 pet. The 43 clothing items is, I think, the most clothing we've really seen in a pack. So that's really interesting. And we still get furniture items. Thorian's is a little less. We have 12 furniture items, 28 clothing, 4 wigs, 1 plushie, 1 pet. So there's definitely a difference in the amount that you receive in these two packs. Gearwork Glamour, again, a good amount of clothing, and we'll take a further look later on just how much everything is in here. But I did want to take a look just briefly at what they are advertising. Ooh, okay. We'll take a better look here. Oh, that's so cool. Let's see. Steampunk or fool nature, either way, I am the most fashionable farmer in town. We hope you enjoy exploring the great city and helping its citizens with their many new mysteries along the way. It is one of the largest patches ever. They've said that it's the second largest in the game history. And it does say it is one of the last major updates for Sunhaven. I'm disappointed with hearing that. To be fair, before they announced this, I didn't think that there was going to be any more major updates already. So hearing this is really cool. But at the same time, hearing that it's the last major update is sad. I am still new to the game, but I've learned enough talking to the people in Sunhaven that I was hoping maybe we would be able to see the northern region or the southern isles. I'm really interested in the eastern area as well, getting a bit more of the storyline when it comes to Shang and the other characters from that region. I think that there was a lot more that we could explore there. And I'm sad that we might not ever see that happen if this is the last major update. It says their focus right now is on keeping Sunhaven as stable as possible as we aim to port Sunhaven to more consoles, including Xbox and PlayStation, and bring this patch to the Switch. Don't worry, adventurers, there is still more coming for our beloved game, but you can expect a bit smaller content patches moving forward. So maybe we will, but I don't know, because I feel like those would be some large regions. But we can hope, fingers crossed, and they say that they can't wait for us to see the great city, and me too. But there is some more updates that we're going to take another look at. So they have added a micro patch, and they have named it Load Menu Fixes and Missing DLC Mail. We just released a micro patch that is live now. The micro patch includes some updates and bug fixes, and they have attempted a fix where all the saves in the load character menu always appeared in the spring season. I'm not quite sure what they mean by attempted a fix, or whether or not that means it's fixed or not. If you're still having the issue, again, comment that below. We want to hear, we want to know. I have also seen this issue, though, when I was trying to record, and this was months ago, of just the calendar. I wanted to do a short video for YouTube and show the seasons in the calendar, and all it would show me, it would glitch on just the spring season. And then I had it where I uploaded again, and instead of it glitching just on the spring season, the spring season, it glitched actually on summer for me. So they're saying just spring, but I've seen it glitch on summer as well. And I actually had to go back to my original character creation video where I looked at the calendar on that one, and where it was fine then. And I cut my video for my short from there because I've had that issue the entire time since. So I think I'm gonna actually jump to a new save in game, and let's see if that's been fixed or not. All right. I think they've fixed it, at least here on my end. If you're making a new character, we can see it is finally showing everything here. And you know what, I'm curious? Does this show our new Great City characters? We do! Okay, so Elyssia's birthday is in the summer on the 11th. So in my Let's Play, I think we've probably missed Elyssia's birthday by now. I think we're a little bit later in the season. And then, let's see, when would Thorian's birthday be? Okay, a fall birthday on the 26th. All right. So I like that they've added that in. They fixed an issue causing Elyssia's Timeless Styles and Thorian's Historical Collection DLC packs not to be delivered in the mail. Oh, I'm glad they fixed that quick. That would have been something. I'm sorry if that affected any of you. They fixed an issue causing these DLC packs to display missing or wrong prices on the in-game DLC store. Prices were correct at checkout on Steam. Okay. So I know when you can buy the packs, sometimes I can only see it through the in-game purchase and not on Steam. So we'll take another look and see if these ones are on Steam versus the in-game purchasing. They fixed Catherine's Halloween portrait to remove her human ears. That's a good one. Fixed an issue with the artistic kotatsu? I'm so sorry. I'm absolutely butchering that. Colliders that allow you to walk through it. Colliders that allow you to walk through it. I don't know what they mean by that. I don't know if this is in the Great City or if it's something else that I'm just not aware of. If you understand that, please let me know. They are aware of a bug causing languages other than English to black screen on the quest Bernard's Treasure during the Great City storyline. They're working on a fix for it, and there will be a temporary fix for the bug, changing your in-game. Okay, so they are working on a fix for it, but they are suggesting to change your in-game language to English for the quest during that cutscene. Oh, okay. There is another update. Hopefully they've fixed that by now. Let's look at that update. Oh, but very briefly, let's take a look right here. We've got another little screenshot, and this one is different than the vehicle we saw earlier. And look at the bug! Oh, well, beetle. I should say it's a beetle. All right, so we have the new update. And for the picture here, how adorable is this look? And what is that? Like a cup on the head? That's cute. Let's see. They released the micro patch, and they fixed an issue causing the cutscenes during the treasure not to load while playing in non-English languages. Okay, so that's already fixed. That's good to know. I hope it was quickly fixed for all of you who are having that issue. They fixed an issue causing the quest more anomalies to incorrectly identify all the items as anomalies. Fixed the grilled archerfish recipe to be missing its correct ingredients. Fixed an issue causing the new Great City fence recipes to not appear on the basic furniture crafting table, and fixed some more various typos. Be sure to log out of Steam and log back in so you can get the update if you run into any issues. Make sure to let them know on #reportbugs channel in their Discord server and follow the pinned report template so they can help. All right, so that's so exciting. They've done a lot of patches for this holiday time. I'm assuming they really wanted to push all this out during the holiday season, which to me, I'm not the biggest fan of that because, they did it to really push you buying the DLC. So I've talked before on numerous occasions on how I feel about the pricing for the DLC, and I did take a very quick scan of some of it, and I've got to say, I feel like because it's this time of year, some of the pricing is a little more than I think that it should be. Now, again, I'm not working on the game. I know that a lot of effort goes into making these items, but remember the DLC packs, they are adding in DLC that doesn't actually affect any gameplay. It is clothing, it is mounts and pets and furniture items, so it doesn't exactly exceed affecting the game in a large way. And I think that some of the pricing for it is just a little off because you're not getting that oomph of a DLC. Now, that does not mean I don't like DLC. I very much love adding new clothes and wigs and the pets. I mean, I've made some DLC videos and I plan on making more. And I just think they need to overhaul how they price things. I think that is a very large issue to not have a concrete way of doing their prices. But let's actually go and take a look so you can understand what I mean by that. All right, so keep in mind there is a holiday sale going on right now. And we're going to quickly, and most importantly, look at this one here. That is 15% off, which means it should be $5.99 all the time. And I thought it looked so cute at first. And then I realized that you have the outfits and the wigs here, and then you have the cart. You're paying $5.99 for not a lot of items. So the milkmaid wig, the dress, the shoes, so they're really stretching out the outfit sets that you're getting here. So you get 8 clothing items, 4 wigs, and 1 mount. And I want you to keep in mind that $5.99 for those items. All right, and then we come and we take a look in-game. And the in-game purchases for the Romanceable Content DLC is on average priced at $6.99 when it's not on sale. And again, this is on average and it is on sale quite a bit. But for $1 more, let's take a look at Nathaniel's. You get 10 furniture items, 17 clothing items, 2 wigs, 1 plushie, and 1 pet. That is a whole lot more for $1 versus this new DLC pack. That's $5.99. The Cozy Cottage? That's a whole lot less for your dollar. At least if you are in the US for USD. Sorry for the others who don't use the dollar. That's just what I personally know at this moment. I'm not sure about the prices in the other countries. So that's what I mean when I say that I think the pricing is a little bit off when it comes to these. This DLC pack, $5.99, should have a lot more items in it. All right, and then I wanted to show you another pack that for anyone who was like, well, that has more items in it, of course it would cost more. We have the Ocean Shores pack, and that typically is priced at $4.99. And when you purchase this one, you do get, let's see, the mermaid furniture set and a themed mount and 7 beach-themed items. The furniture set has chairs, tables, rugs, a lamp, a chest, a wardrobe, a bed. You just get a lot more already from this. Now, does that make the items in it better? I'm not necessarily saying that. What I'm saying is they need to have set prices. And I'm going to refer to I think the Sims for this one. And trust me, I know Sims prices aren't great when it comes to their kits or anything like that either. But for a game that does a lot of DLC, I think we can say that for the Sims, you know when they are releasing something relatively what they're going to be priced at. Again, that's different for their new one that they just did with SpongeBob, but I think they're trying to make up the money of collaborating with a large company and industry. But typically, you're going to spend $5.99 on all their DLC packs when it comes to a kit. You know, if they're going to be releasing an expansion pack at full price, it's going to be $39.99. You know, when they release a game pack, it's going to be $19.99. Stuff packs, RIP, will be $9.99. And oh, I think I said $5.90 earlier for kits. They're $4.99. I just round up to $5, and then there's tax on it here. But you know those are the set prices. And when it comes to Sunhaven, I am really enjoying it. I really think that the DLC provides a way to create very cool storylines for your characters. And of course, decorating is fun. But the imbalance of the pricing is a little sketchy in just in my personal opinion. If you feel it's correct, go ahead and tell me in the comments. Let's take a look again, though, at some of the new DLC that they have shown. So they have the pack, Dia de Delights pack, and this one here will be $3.99 on average. It will come with 6 clothing items, 1 wig, 1 mount, and 1 pet. Now, if this pack was maybe $2.99, I think it would be a little bit better of a price point. But they've got me. I love the items. I'm assuming that the guitar here is the pet. And then the mount, I think this is really great. I just think it's a bit of a high price, especially like this is a culture pack. This is people's culture that you're making them pay DLC for. That's a little different than what we've seen in some of the other DLC packs, so that's not great. Unless they've added into the Great City more culture-themed items, which I don't know. Maybe they have, maybe they haven't, and this is just extra. But it kind of gives me an ick for that. I want to see it, and I think people should be able to see their cultures in game. But again, we're talking price point. Next up, we have Sunhaven Gearwork Glamour pack. Let's take a quick look at plenty of outfits. You have your 2 different pets and your 1 mount. And then we see that again here and the furniture. I'm interested to see how well this pack aligns with the Great City and whether or not it makes kind of sense in the hotel/inn that you can decorate. To me, it's not my favorite when it comes to a steampunk design. I think steampunk can be done really well, but the textures aren't my personal favorite. And this pack is standard priced at $9.99 with 10 furniture items, 25 clothing items, 1 mount, and 2 pets. I don't think $9.99 should be the standard for that. That's a lot. That's a lot for a DLC pack, especially again comparing other packs. I think this is even on average to the amount that you get when it comes to the romanceables, and theirs are typically $6.99. Again, some of them are a little bit more. I think $8.99 might be the highest price that I saw before on it. So this is still even higher, and I don't know. You'll have to tell me your thoughts on what you think. I kind of think it's a little cash grabby at this time to release these high of prices, and that's disappointing to me because I really enjoy the game. I really do enjoy some of the newer DLC that has been released before for the newer romanceables. This one isn't a romanceable pack, but we'll get to those ones too. This is the last DLC pack before we check out the romanceables DLC. It is called the Garden Party Pack, and of the newer packs, this one hits me hard because I'm in love with it. I'm obsessed with the little lights, and they better light up. They better light up. If you've watched some of my other DLC reviews, the older DLC, a lot of the items that are lights don't actually give off light, but some of the newer ones have. So if you got this, you've got to tell me, do each and every one of these give off light? Maybe in the future we will take a look. If you really let me know, do you want to see specific DLC reviews? Because tell me and we will take a look. I think sometime in the future we probably will. I think like these are so cute looking. The outfits, let's take a better look at. This hair, incredible. Hat, the little leaf. I'm gonna have to look down below and see if the leaf is just a hat or if it's part of a wig set. I'm hoping it's just a hat. And even more so, I love when the DLC comes with a variety of clothes that can fit all gender styles. So you can have a feminine style or a masculine style. And again, you can wear whatever you want in game, but it's nice to see a variety. I know a lot of the times when it comes to DLC that the feminine frame tends to be favored a little bit more. And I mean, the masculine frame needs to have love in games too. At least when it comes to farming games. Trust me, I know in a lot of other games, it's the opposite. Also, you guys have to tell me, this little vine and stuff on the house and this here, is this an update from the Great City or is it one that I've just not seen for the game? Trust me, I haven't updated my house yet either. I didn't know you could get something that looks this cute, and I don't even know what this is, but I'm assuming like none of this is part of this pack. But let's take a look down below and see what comes with it. So this one is priced at $5.99, and they're really trying to get me with these. 6 furniture items, 7 clothing items, 4 wigs, and 1 pet. Oh, that's so much even less than the other one we looked at too. This one again, $5.99. So at least it's more than the cottage one for the items, I think. But this pack, out of the new ones that aren't the romanceables, is my vibe that I would like to decorate with. Let me know which one looks like your favorite, which one you would maybe want to see a review on. If it's all of them, tell me. I will happily take a look at them for you. They just might take some time on my end because, again, I think the prices. But I'll add it to my list and we'll see. Now, what I want to take a look at the most, I fear, is what the romanceable items are. I think that when it comes to the DLC, the romanceable packs tend to be given a little bit more love and you get a little bit more bang for your buck. So let's look at those two. So for me, when it comes to the romanceable purchases for the DLC, I have to do an in-game purchase. They do not show up on my Steam page. Please let me know if they show up on yours. I've always thought it was a little weird that there is all this DLC that you cannot purchase through the Steam page, but you do get to purchase it through the game itself, and it does open to the Steam page to purchase it, but it's otherwise not listed as a DLC pack in the list of the Sunhaven DLC. And so we have Elyssia's Timeless Styles, and it is on average priced at $8.99. And there is one other that I know of for sure that's priced at $8.99, and that is Mion's pack here, $8.99. So of the two to compare, Mion's is 11 furniture, 33 clothing, 12 wigs, 1 plushie, 1 pet. And then let's come and see 10 furniture items, 43 clothing, 6 wigs, 1 plushie, 1 pet. So I do think that they are comparable in the amount of items, at least when it comes to things. So 33 clothing, and Elyssia's is what, 43? Mion's has 12 wigs, and this one's 6 wigs. Do we think $8.99 is a good price for all these items? I think that for having this much in a pack, it deserves to be priced a little bit higher. But again, I don't think $8.99 as a DLC is that great either. I think maybe we drop it $1 and do $7.99, and that would be a little bit better. Personally, I think all their packs should contain a good amount of items and be priced at $5.99. But I don't think that's going to happen. But that is what I would personally prefer. Well, I'm sure many of us would personally prefer most of it to be less, but again, for DLC that doesn't affect any type of gameplay, and a lot of it is reskinned items, it's a lot for a DLC. But let's take a look at what they show us here. We did see in their patch note update, they did show this as one of the pictures, but I think that looks really cute. And look at the little wings. I think that is really nice. I love when they put the plants on the dresser. I hope the lights light up. And of course, lizard. The clothing, 10 out of 10 amazing. I hope it looks just as good in game. Again, the wings, amazing. You get tails, different things here. If you have a lizard character, you're about to have yourself a dragon character as well. Because I don't think you can put wings on your lizard Amari. I'm 99% sure unless that's been updated. But with this, you probably could. So that could add a little bit of interesting gameplay for a character. I think out of my favorites, I think this hairstyle is pretty great. But look at these horns. And the dress is cute. But come on, look at the dragon costumes. That's pretty neat. And then you get a decent amount of furniture. The texture on the rug isn't my favorite, but I think a lot of the rugs kind of fault that. I love this little table. Overall, I think it looks really cute. It looks interesting. I am more interested in the clothing than anything. That's typically my interest when it comes to the DLC. So let's move on from Elyssia's and check out our last DLC pack. So Thorian's Historical Collection, typically priced at $6.99, has 12 furniture items, 28 clothes, 4 wigs, 1 plushie, 1 pet. So that's quite a drop in the items than Elyssia. I wonder why Elyssia got a little bit more love than Thorian. But of course, this price point is a little bit better. And just to compare, it looks like if we're going to look at Vans, who has 10 furniture, 16 clothing, 3 wigs, 1 plushie, 1 pet, you're getting a little bit more for Thorns than you would for Vans when it comes to the clothing, the furniture, the wigs. So that overall, when it comes to the pricing of it, that actually seems a little bit better. All right, so we'll take a quick look here. All right, so this is definitely leaning in a little bit more like this one to the detective aspect, I think. You kind of get the almost like Sherlock-ness. And I thought Elyssia is more the detective and Thorn's the professor, right? So they lean in a lot to the steampunk, the time. I think having the glasses on top of the head is interesting. At least these ones look like they might be sunglasses while these are the steampunk goggles. So let's see, are these glasses or goggles here? Historian sunglasses. Okay, so they are sunglasses. I don't know if any other packs have sunglasses on top of the head like a hat. And it looks like there might be more clothing than we're seeing here because I don't see a snorkel mask, vintage swimsuit, or vintage swimsuit bottoms. And I really wish they showed everything that you got in a pack before you buy it. I think it's crazy that they don't do that. I really like the items, though, for the furniture here. And I am obsessed with this pet. I'm obsessed. I love it. I love it so much. What is its name? 𝗙𝗶𝗄𝗏, the stylish pet raven. That's fun. I like that it's a play on corvus. So do you refer to it as the genus? The group name for these type of birds. Oh, I think their pet is so cute. And I did like Elyssia's lizard too. But look at this one all dressed up. The chest is really nice. I hope you can use the chest in game. I love the table. I think the table looks really cool. I like the different items on it. And I do like this rug. I think that one is a cool shape. I think the design is nice. I like the couch with the pillows, and anytime they give us a little bit of extra like decor when it comes to like the beds and stuff, I like that. I love the bookshelf behind it with the little knickknacks and the little mug decks on it. So yeah, overall, looking at the DLC packs, I've ranted quite a bit. You'll have to let me know your thoughts and opinions. I do think that the romanceable packs got a little bit more love, and that the other ones should have been maybe given the same for their prices to have a bit more items in it. You know how I feel. I would love to hear how you feel about it. We've had a quick look at the patch notes, and have you already made it to the Great City? Let me know if you have and how you are liking it. Like I said, I have a Let's Play going on. I will see at what point I might be able to travel to the Great City, and look out for the titles in the Let's Play that relate to it if you're interested in seeing a little bit more of the gameplay. And I might post some shorts on it too, so if you're interested, just keep that in mind. If you want to see more and you're not subscribed, consider doing so. Don't forget to leave a like if you found this video helpful in any way, or you just want to help a channel out. And leave those comments. I love to read them. I want to hear your thoughts on everything here. And thank you all so much for watching. I'm excited to see how this update goes and who these romanceables are. Again, if you watch my Let's Play, you know I am here for the romance. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, or night, wherever and whenever you are in the world. And until we meet again, goodbye for now.